Dan, would you like to restate that, or you want me to give it a try?
If you have it written down, you'd restate it, that'd be great.
Well, the proposed amendment would pertain to this draft ordinance, Section 2, under zoning, Section 2F, sub F, to add language that would refer to other, or with the exception of accessory to permitted principal use, is that right?
So the suggestion I would have is after or heavy equipment, and there would be comma, except where accessory to a permitted principal use, period.
Okay. And that's your understanding, Wayne,
That
as a
is,
seconder?
yes.
Okay. So with that discussion, we'll start this roll call vote with you, Dan.
Aye. No.
Aye.
No.
No. No.
Okay, that motion fails, and we're back then to the original, the original motion, which was from Tim, to approve the rezone ordinance under suspension of the rules, requiring 3 complete and separate readings that could be read by title and published by summary. Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Any other discussion of that before voting? Hearing none, we'll start this roll call vote with you, Tim.
Aye.
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 Aye. Aye.
Okay, that motion carries. And so that'll be ordinance number 2013-17, an ordinance of the City of Moscow, Idaho, a municipal corporation of the State of Idaho, providing for the zoning of a 16,875 square foot parcel of land described in Section 1 of this ordinance, providing that the provisions of this ordinance be deemed severable, and providing for this ordinance to be in full force and effect from and after its passage, approval, and publication according to law. The next item on this for the council's consideration, Sue, would you like to?
I would like to move approval of the associated development agreement before it actually got away from us and we forgot to do it.
Second.
Very good, okay. Any discussion of that before voting? Gary, are you?
Well, I was just
Great.
mentioning to Bill that at some point you're going to have a reason statement. Would
Right.
prefer that you had that first before
Okay.
you
Okay.
did the
That's
development.
fine.
And there is a reason statement from P&Z in our packets. Would somebody like to comment on that?
Well, I'll move approval of the reason statement using the language of the Planning and Zoning Commission,
Second.
which included
Yeah,
the
Sue?
5, it included the 5 conditions, so.
Right.
Were you able to take the last motion off the table, or did you just
Oh,
leave
well,
that
yeah,
sitting out there?
yeah, well, I didn't
Or
have a
what
second.
were we-
Oh, that's right, I did have a second.
did have a
So
second,
I'll
What do you want to do about that?
rewind and save
And
my,
just
save
you
that
wanna
motion
set
for
that-
next,
Remove
yes.
your motion from the.
Yeah, I would like to insert, I would
make
move
sense
to
for-
insert
You-
the reason statement approval into the agenda before my other.
If you want, by acclamation of the council, you can withdraw the previous motion and the second. Go to the business
Lori would
of
like us to
approving
do
the
that.
reason statement.
okay.
And then you can make the motion.
What Gary said.
What Gary said. Do I have a second on that?
Cleaner. Yes, I,
We'll have to,
Second
it has
that.
to be by acclamation.
So all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
All right,
Okay,
so
all
fine.
right. So now we're
Now on
back
the
to,
reason
go ahead and
statement.
make your next statement about the reason statement relevant.
So I
criteria
just
and
move that we
standards.
accept the reason statement presented to the Planning and Zoning Commission, which did include the 5 conditions.
Tim, you want to second that one again?
I didn't, when you turned your head when you read, when
I
you
said
the-
that the reason statement as stated by, in the Planning and Zoning Commission minutes, which did include the 5, I'm just saying that it did include the 5 conditions.
which is associated to the development.
No,
agreement.
that's
You're-
separate.
That's going to be still separate again.
Yeah.
I'll second Sue's motion.
Okay. Any discussion? Hearing none, we'll start the roll call vote with you, Dan.
Aye. Aye.
I,
Aye.
Okay, the reason statement of relevant criteria and standards is thereby adopted. And then, Sue, would you like to start?
Now.
Now?
Moving right along. Now I would like to, let's see, where are we? Approve the associated development agreement pursuant on the, well, I wanted to make
That's
sure, yeah, but it needs to refer back to something, in reference to the previous rezone ordinance.
Okay. Do I hear a second?
I'll second that.
Okay, Sue's motion and Dan's second. Any discussion of that
I don't
before
have to give the
voting?
address.
Okay, we'll start the roll call vote with you, Dan.
Aye. Aye.
I,
Aye.
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 Okay, the development agreement is thereby approved as well. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Bill. Thank you all who testified tonight. We appreciate the consideration that went into this as well.